Yeah, right?
Welcome to Food Vendor 101. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about how to go about finding the right rep for your business. If we've never met before, my name is Frankie Epifani with Food Vendor 101, and this is where the entrepreneurial spirit goes to learn. I'm extremely excited today because we have Talbot Leake with Shamrock Foods here next to us.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
And he's going to be talking about, the different products and things that Shamrock Foods does for, customers or people like us or business owners. So, I'd like to start off with having Talbot introduce himself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Like Frankie said, my name's Talbot. I'm currently working with Shamrock Foods. I've been in the food industry like a lot of foodies my whole life, from my first job through college and after college, and got into the food distribution sales side probably about 15 years ago, and been loving it. It's been awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Cool. So, can you give our viewers some insight on what kind of questions they should ask food reps to help them, better select someone for their business?
For sure. I mean, every restaurant, as you know, is different.
Yeah.
Every kind of food-wise, what they're doing, you, for example, doing venues like you do, way different than someone that has like a brick-and-mortar restaurant. So, obviously you want to ask, what are your key items? What are you using a lot of? Are they able to provide that? What options do they have in that category? There's some niche stuff, like if you're doing all organic produce and stuff, you need to go to a company that can offer that. So basically, whatever you're tailoring your restaurant around and what you want your major items to be, then we need to, you need to ask the distributors that are coming knocking on your door to make sure they have that kind of stuff before you get going with them.
Awesome. Can we, I want to actually let you guys know that we're standing in a full-on kitchen right now. We actually have Chef Ramon here. He's the man. Woo! I'm here. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for helping us out. He's giving us a hand. As you can see, we have all these products laid out here. We're testing burgers. We're testing chicken tenders. We have buns and different things like that, and meatballs and things that we're trying out today. I mean, guys, this is such a cool thing. I mean, think about this. This man was able to help us out to give us a kitchen where we could actually go in and test products. So I thought that was really, really, really cool. And let me get here to my next question that we're going to be talking about is, what is the process? I want to ask you, what is the process in becoming a new customer at Shamrock Foods?
So, like most distributors, there's an application process. Ours is pretty easy. We'll just email you a link online. You go through and answer the questions, hit submit, and then we have kind of a behind-the-scenes team that will put all your credit checks, all that stuff together to create an account. And then, as a sales guy, it'll just magically show up on my laptop, and I can build you an order guide of the products you guys specifically use for your restaurant and kind of get the ball going there. But the first part is that application process. I know most distributors do it the same way.
Yeah.
You need to kind of have a little terms and conditions that they sign. Hey, we're going to deliver you food and you're going to pay for it, long story short. So,
I mean, we do have a lot of people that are new to the business that don't really know how this process works.
Yeah.
Can you just give me like the top 3 details that, or the top 3 things within the application process that are going to happen?
Sure. They're going to ask you for some history of like how long you've owned the building, how long you've been in business, just little things like that. Food sale recertificate number is big, or resale license number with the state, so that you can make sure you're taxed properly on items. They're probably the 2 things that people need to know the most that maybe they would forget.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that.
No worries.
The next question I have for you is, why do you feel Shamrock Foods does, or what they do differently from their customers, that separates them from other food service providers?
Cool. That's a good question. You should maybe ask that every time a sales guy walks in the door. But for Shamrock, for me, it's been great. It's a family-owned business, and they operate that way. A lot of people say that they care about their customers, but I can see it with Shamrock and the things that they do. I mean, this is a great example right here. We're using a brokerage test kitchen, bringing up product for you guys to try, trying to go that extra mile to make sure, we just get you the things that you need. I think that's the most important for a restaurant owner is, these are what I'm looking for. Can you supply them for me and get them for me? So,
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my favorite question.
Yeah.
because I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a good customer, but we can all be a pain in the ass, right? So
they're all great.
Good answer.
Yeah.
What I want to know is can you give us like a sneak peek behind the scenes of like what your process is like when I call to put in a food order, because I don't think us customers really understand what goes on behind the scenes. So tell us a little bit about that.
Right. Well, most companies will have like a cutoff time that they need to get their order in by.
Right.
And that's designed basically for the company to pull your product, fulfill your order, and get it on a truck and get it out of the door in time to get it to you the next day for when you need it by. So you call me with the order. Nowadays you can do all your orders online, which is pretty cool. You submit your order online. It goes basically to a major computer at our warehouse, and it's able to prioritize your food, and guys go out and they'll in the warehouse on forklifts and they'll pick your whole order by hand. They're scanning every case that comes in, making sure it matches. They put it on a pallet, they wrap your pallet, they place it on the truck, and then in the morning time, this is all happening after your cutoff, usually about 4 or 5 p.m. until the, I don't know, 2, 3 in the morning. They're loading all these trucks at the warehouse. And then the guys try to get on the road by 4 a.m. so they can make all their deliveries for the day. So it's basically a little city that runs and operates mainly at the nighttime. And then during the day, while we're out getting orders as sales guys and whatnot, we're getting replenished. So there's trucks coming in from food companies like Tyson and all the other guys, and they're dropping off product to our warehouse. We're loading it in the shelves, all to do it all over again. It's a nightly cycle. You can always get better, but it's one of those things. It's crazy to see them operate. It's definitely like a little city.
Awesome. Okay, well, I think actually, you know what? I want to ask you one more question.
One more serious question?
I want one more serious question.
Deal.
Can you give us your opinion on the differences between taking in an order from a food vendor, or as opposed to like a restaurant owner?
Yeah, so the line of business you're in,
yes,
we're doing music events and things like that. It's way different than kind of a brick and mortar restaurant that's getting an order every week. It's usually a lot of the same items. You can inventory way better for that.
Right.
You miss a case of ketchup on a Monday and they're getting an order on a Wednesday. Usually, okay, I got a can, I can get by. It's not too as critical maybe as what you guys do. So, we're dropping a trailer to an event. We need to have everything on that truck. I need the buyers to know a month or longer in advance, hey, we need to bring in 500 cases of this product because we normally sell 20 or 30 a week, but we got an event coming up, so they need to get the inventory in time. We need to get all that kind of set up, a trailer rental agreement in. So there's a lot of legwork that goes into it. Unfortunately, you can't call the day before and say, hey, I need all this tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to make it happen, but basically the more you communicate and the sooner you communicate for events, it makes it just go a lot smoother for you guys, and at the end, that's kind of the goal.
Hey, I learned it. Yeah. I know how it is. I know now. So all that advice is great advice. Actually, we have some chicken here I kind of want to test out real quick.
Cool.
So tell us what we're doing here.
So there's a chicken out of these 4 that you guys use. There's ones that we wanted to kind of show you and see if they compare. Price points are similar. Ramon just cooked up the chicken tenders, so we have them labeled A, B, C, and D for a little bit of a guessing game, and we can kind of look at the end. So,
cool. All right, let's try it.
Cool.
Let's give it a shot.
Are we putting buffalo sauce or no?
I don't think we have any.
You do? You will? So the goal here would be, prepare it how you guys do at the venue. So
good piece of chicken.
Visually, you can tell the first and the last look similar. These look different. This is a little flatter in style. Chicken and waffles.
Still tastes good though.
Yeah.
Really. Was this more like a southern style or?
This one, the breading's not quite as much. It has a little seasoning in the breading that's going to be a little different than these two. Yeah.
You do it, you're not. Right.
This one's probably going to be a little more, less breading, more chicken. You'll see the pieces are a little smaller too. But if you break it open, I mean, the meat in there is pretty much...
Yeah, it's got some good meat.
Yeah. And the last one, I think, is the closest comparison. Again, the meat inside.
I'm making hungry video. Look at this. Woo! Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. So this is.
I'd say these two are
This
out.
is RD. This is S.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You knew off the bat, huh? So if we just compare these two then,
Yeah.
sizing seems similar, which is big for
Right.
you guys.
Yes.
The plate coverage or the basket coverage with the waffles. Same kind of coating, the peppering, the breading looks very similar. I would say if you open this one up, meat looks nice and tender and white, and I would say even the same on
it's
that.
The same, yeah.
It looks very similar, right?
Right.
Breading looks very similar. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Good to know.
I like this one more.
Yeah,
Which one's this one?
that's the one I wanted you to like more. That's good.
Yay,
Yeah.
winner! Okay.
We got hamburgers and meatballs. You want to dive into those too, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Let's follow you around here.
Ramon's cooking up the sauce for the meatball sliders.
See what Ramon's up to over here. You alright? Are you scared? You did? No. Alright, some meatballs cooking over here. Look at this, guys. Yeah.
Let's do that one.
You want to start with the hamburger soup?
Yeah,
We're
sure,
gonna
that'd be
testing
great.
out these burgers here today.
So we spoke a little bit about these individually frozen, IQF. So they're kind of a flash frozen. You can take one out at a time. You don't have to thaw them all out at once. They cook from frozen. This one you see is in an oval shape. When it cooks out, it's going to look more like it was made at home with the hand pattied and whatnot. This is a 7-ounce burger. It's usually going to be a 5.3 or an 8. So it kind of lies in the middle. So you're giving a little bit bigger of a burger than your average 3rd pounder.
2 each.
2 each would be great. Thank you.
Look at the size of this thing.
I'm going to come to the other side.
And then this is the 5.3. Again, frozen. This one has a little piece of paper in between for a quick pull. Sometimes that makes a difference. When you guys are getting them all out at once, I'm not sure if it's a huge difference. The oval size, you'll see how it cooks up differently than the round
I
size.
can't wait to cook these, man.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
We got the meatballs. We got
Meatball, so this is a
chicken.
2-ounce for the slider. And then we got some slider buns, which I'll show you here.
Yeah.
So,
Hey guys, if you can see these buns, tell us number 1 or number 2. We'll make this 1, make this 2. What is that? What kind of is that? Corn?
so this is a corn dusted cornmeal.
Cornmeal. Okay.
So a little unique, might go well with a meatball. This is the brioche, which is probably pretty popular. You're doing a brioche with, no, not the potato. You're doing the brioche with the larger burger now, so maybe you have the same theme, or maybe you guys try something different.
Correct.
And we'll see how it goes.
So just so you guys know, we're actually we're testing all this product out because we're doing sliders at Kaboom Music Festival, which is going to be taking place next weekend. So we're actually doing sliders. We're doing a classic burger, a meatball, and a buffalo chicken. So that's why we're testing the chicken, testing burgers, buns, and the meatballs here in this kitchen. All right, we're gonna do.
Oh, wow.
Wow!
Bring that over here.
Wow! Look at this.
Show this presentation right here.
Good job, chef.
Wow.
Looks
Chef
good.
did a really good job on that, guys. Look at that.
Look at that little touch of mozzarella too.
Beautiful.
Makes a little,
Nice.
You know what?
get in there. So these guys right here, bamboo knots, kind of trendy.
Yeah.
They're more earth friendly than a toothpick, and helps with the presentation of something that might fall apart
Oh.
as you go.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah?
Camera crew.
Got to keep the camera crew fed. You want to try a bite?
You know it.
Go for it, man. Get in there.
Wow.
Woo! That is great.
Wow.
Good?
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I go menu through the different bread.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. That's good.
So think about this, the size. This is a 2 ounce. They do a 1.5 and a 1. You think that's too big?
Want this big?
I think this is good.
I like it too.
It's just the right amount.
Yeah. Flavor of the meatball? Loving it.
What size is that?
A 2 ounce.
2 ounce.
Okay.
I think that's a perfect size.
It's good. I mean,
Is
you're.
there a bigger one or no?
I mean, they do make bigger ones, yeah. I have a place that does 6 ounce meatballs for.
What do you think? You don't think that? You think we should go bigger meatball?
Then this,
Yeah.
I think this is perfect.
Size? Okay.
Yeah, because the bread is not too thick,
Yeah.
so you get a good
That's true.
bite.
It kind of wraps around it too, which is nice.
Exactly. I kind of want to take a picture of this.
Do it. You want another bite? Okay.
Okay, let's wrap up this live video.
So real quick, on the burgers,
Burger.
there's definitely a difference if you cook them on the flat top versus the grill.
Yes. I like the burger over here. You like it better out here. Unfortunately, we don't have this
Yeah.
equipment. We're gonna have this.
But that's key when you're doing a tasting. When you're doing a tasting or a cutting, just
Yeah.
make sure that you're preparing it how you would on site or at your restaurant.
Right.
Because if we do it to cook these on the grill, and you loved them, and then you went to the venue and you tried to cook them on the flat top and they didn't cook up as well, wouldn't be very happy.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, these look like they're gonna do just fine
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the flat grill.
Yeah.
So we should be good. Perfect. Okay.
Wow, those meatballs are good.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
All right. We're running out of time for the show.
Cool. Thanks
So
for
I'm
having
just
me.
gonna ask you two more questions. Fun questions.
Oh, all right. I'm ready.
Ready?
Not do the
All right.
burgers.
Huh?
Let's do the burgers.
It's gonna be a while for the burgers. We're gonna have to cut it short a little bit.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys.
Different bread.
Oh, that's
Oh.
the corn dusted.
Yeah, just a picture of that.
Guys, take a look at this. Corn dusted. Woo! All right, so real quick, before I drop a plate on the floor. Okay, so we want to ask you, what's been the craziest thing that you've ever had to do for a client or, you know, a food vendor or whatever it is?
Well, I mean, I think I'm doing it right now. No, no, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's probably just, you know, trying to be hero when something doesn't go right and, you know, things happen. Just trying to, like, I think I rented a van once and drove out, and it wasn't for you. It was for somebody else.
Yeah.
Drove out product to an event down at Coachella. I got a call in the morning and they were just doing way better than they anticipated. They were going to run out of some product. So I called my buddy who runs a dog food distribution company. He had a Sprinter van that I could borrow. I went and got the product, loaded the Sprinter van, drove it down to Coachella just in the nick of time. All he said was fill the gas tank up and wash it when you get back. So
That's
it was
awesome.
cool to have a friend that helped me out. But yeah, that was one of the craziest. And just, you know, you gotta be quick on your feet.
Help our viewers understand that
Yeah.
you don't have to do that.
No,
It is
no.
not in his. It's not in his job title to do that, guys.
But yeah,
go ahead.
it's
yeah.
a relationship
You wanna
business,
see-
man.
Like
Yeah.
I've had Talbot do this for me. He's a hustler. He's a jammer. He's awesome.
Sometimes different
I
states.
can't.
Yeah.
what's that?
Sometimes you're in different states.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
we're in different states. I mean, there's so many things happening.
And he
But
tells you, tell him about
to have a good rep like Talbot backing you up and knowing that he's got your back to the, he'll try to do whatever he can.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out every time. But if you have someone that'll take that extra mile, that's super important, guys. So make sure you feed them meatballs, make them go on your camera, keep them fed, keep them happy. All right.
No, that's
Okay.
good.
No, thank you for that, really, because it's
Yeah.
important. I don't think people realize. you
No,
know,
it's a relationship business, man.
Yeah,
And
and
I
so-
want to do it for a long time, and you guys want to be successful, and we just help each other out.
we appreciate you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, one more question.
Yeah.
What has been the weirdest food item that has ever been asked of you to order for a customer?
Let's see. I'd have to think of this taco shop. Back in the day, they were doing like wild game tacos. So I've ordered alligator and elk. They wanted me to get them rattlesnake, but we weren't allowed to bring it into California. I don't think we were allowed to sell rattlesnake in California. Just all types of wild game meats that you wouldn't think, and they would do a taco of the week and a crazy meat that people would kind of be either into or not, you know. So that was probably the craziest stuff I've had to get.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you should try that last meatball.
All right.
Let's do the last sample. Come on.
Okay. Here, let me take a quick picture though before I do that.
And we got some burgers up if we need them.
Man, this phone is just not working today. All right, here we go.
Here, give it to me. I'll take it.
I'm gonna have to go out of the picture here.
So Frankie, you can see the 5.3. It cooks faster, obviously, because it doesn't not as much meat in it. So that you need to take in consideration too of what you do, cranking food out.
Okay.
You know, no line is kind of the goal. You want to get people through.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe there's advantage to having something that doesn't cook as long too.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do a sample?
Yeah, we're gonna sample it.
Yeah. All right, you got the. I'm gonna grab one of these.
Do it.
Share it with you.
Get it.
Right, Calvin?
I already just ate mine. I'm gonna have some hamburger.
Well, this is a different
Thank you.
one, though, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to try some?
The other one.
Yeah, I think so too. The brioche.
Good family.
Yeah.
That's a good burger.
Not bad.
That's you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have a second bite just to make sure it tastes right.
And you can season it how you want. I don't know if you got the Frankie special seasoning
I
or.
don't put
I don't
nothing.
even
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
it's
no.
necessary.
Yeah.
I don't put nothing. It's perfect.
Whoa, guys. These burgers do not need seasoning. They taste amazing.
Try it with this one.
I love it when the camera person gives me, my wife, the camera lady, gives me a meatball.
With the other bun.
Good stuff.
I think I like the other bun.
You like the
that
sauce?
one?
That one.
The sauce is good too.
The sauce is great. The sauce is amazing. Wow.
Does it make the
Wow.
sweet? Like
Yeah.
All right. I think that's everything, guys.
Like
Was there any
one.
questions? Ask
Oh, let me actually, yeah, let me look. Let me
Ask
see.
Serena's on there. See if she's got questions.
I gotta get my phone here. Hold on a second.
Like this one. Yeah, right.
All right, let's see if we got any questions.
You don't need to fry
Hey,
it,
quick
you know?
plug. Shamrock, we do a bunch of food expos too. So that's a great place for new customers or current customers to come check out a bunch of samples all in one area. It's a long day food expo. Ours is going to be in San Diego the 25th, which is Tuesday. And that man, Chef Ramon, will be there too.
I have a 14, 15 booths
Yeah.
with different
14,
items, you
15
know.
booths, all different items.
Chicken, you know, with all kind of stuff. All kind of chicken breast, everything.
As a sales guy, you know, I could bring you a sample a day to try new stuff, and you'd see more on the food show in one day than I could bring you all year long. So it's a pretty cool event. Yeah, you guys went last year.
If
Hey.
you need any sample, we bring you sample.
Yeah.
Serena, ask her.
If there's anybody watching live right now, if you guys have any questions off the top of your head, you're more than welcome to write it in the comments. I have Talbot here right now. If there's any questions you want to ask, or even Chef Ramon or myself, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Do keep in mind that this will rebroadcast later, so if you guys do have any questions, I'm sure Talbot will be
course.
more than happy to come on and answer them, or I will myself, or somebody from Food Vendor 101 will definitely answer any questions.
Camera
that you
lady, camera lady.
have. Yeah, camera lady, my beautiful wife. All right, guys.
She's the chef in the place, huh?
Yes, that's right.
She would?
You're the chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she cooks really good, especially Mexican food. She can cook that really good. My favorite. And Italian. Yeah, you've done pretty
Chile
good on
relleno.
that.
I cook pretty good Italian food. It's my favorite thing. So, all the pastas.
Yeah.
And we have lined the pastas over here.
Look,
From
I've
Senegal.
been eating a lot of pasta my whole life.
You can see that me too.
Well, it doesn't look like we have any questions, so we're going to wrap this up.
Cool.
I want to thank Talbot
Thank you.
for coming on as a guest today and
Appreciate
allowing
you having
us
me.
to do this. I want to thank Ramon for cooking and helping us out. He was a huge help. I don't think we could have done it without you, to be honest. So thank you for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave comments below. Let us know that you enjoyed it, or hit the heart button, or like it. Just let us know that you enjoyed this video. Keep in mind, we are going to be doing our normal live show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will see you next week. Most likely we will be coming where we'll be. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much. We love you. Stay strong. And if you're doing any events this week, keep hustling and keep killing it. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Nice.
Dude, that was like, whew. Good job, man.
Yeah,
You're better
good.
than I am in front of the camera.
You put it in the Facebook?
Yeah.